Greetings, everybody. Jeremy from Follow Me Leadership, and want to talk to you today about something that a friend of mine brought up to me this morning, which is the issue of when a boss or manager takes credit for an idea of yours. This happens all the time. It could be an idea that you suggested to your boss or manager, and they went ahead and presented that idea as their own. Could be something that you've been working on, that you're producing. Maybe it's some sort of spreadsheet thing that you thought is going to help the organization out, and they go ahead and they turn that in as their own work. Maybe you're making changes to your subordinates and how you're organized, and you've made a lot of improvements along the way, and maybe you're hitting different marks, and then you go ahead and present it to your they present it, you present to your manager, and then they turn around and, kind of sell that as, hey, this was all a product of my work. So it comes in a lot of different forms. I think you gotta start thinking about some hard questions here, though. So first and foremost, think about where you're at in your life financially. Are you in a position that you can, that if you were to, let's say, confront your boss and obviously put your employment at risk, it's not uncommon that, if you have the type of manager that's taking credit for your work and you confront them on it, it's quite possible that you could find yourself getting pushed out of a job. Maybe not directly, you might not be terminated over it, but they're going to make your life pretty miserable. So think about where you're at financially. Is that something you can risk? Or is it just that you don't even want to deal with this at all, but you're going to leave? And are you in the position where you could just pick up and leave your company and go find another job? Something really, I think, important to figure first before you can address the solution or the fix for this. So I think once you know where you're at financially, and you're ready to now kind of explore your options and how to deal with this, first step is, are you going to confront your manager about it? If you are and you're willing to do that, I think the best way to do it is just be, direct, honest, but diplomatic, and just, state what you know. Say, hey, this was my idea. You presented it as yours. I'm really not happy about that. I feel I lost an opportunity to excel my career, through that accomplishment or that idea. But you really you want to be diplomatic and sensitive about it. You're not walking in to throw the gauntlet down, and you're not looking to pick a fight with your manager. Never. The other thing then is, if you don't feel your manager's the type of person that would be welcoming to something like that, now do you forget about it and just ignore it? The downside to that is, is this going to continue to happen? What does that do for your self-esteem? I don't think it's the best option. I think the first option of just confronting them is always best. But if you're just not comfortable with that yet, or if you don't think your manager is the type of person who can handle something like that diplomatically, then maybe you just want to walk away from it and ignore it. And then also along those lines is, do you just say, you know what, I'm out. I'm going to go find another job. I'll go do something else in my life. That's certainly an option. But again, you could walk into another job, another place of employment, and see that same type of behavior again. So the other option is, if you're really not somebody who likes direct confrontation in matters like this, then you can take a passive route and try to find the right person who can advocate for you. Maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's another manager, or maybe it's somebody in a whole different row, a different role in your company, something that, if you talk to them about, the idea that you came up with, or the system you created, or whatever it was that you did, perhaps they'll get in front of the right people and let them know that. But just know that sometimes doing that, things can backfire a little bit, because eventually, the people upstairs are going to want to know what the truth is. So there really is no perfect answer to this, but I think always, the best answer is to, let the manager or supervisor know that, hey, I'm not a pushover. I'm not going to just take this. This was my idea. You have to at least confront them on it, but you got to be diplomatic. So that's it. Hopefully that helps. It's a real tricky issue to try to tackle, but hopefully you don't ever have to deal with it. But if you do, hopefully that advice can kind of get you through it. If not, shoot me an email at the email address below there. And continue to follow me on my podcasts on Anchor, YouTube, and Instagram. Talk to you later.